this. All right, James, we can't beat the Mavericks, but we can try to beat someone else. All right, let's get it. Who the fuck is their best player? Hold on. I think we're just gonna try to stop Shane Sharp. I think that's what we're gonna do.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trail Blazers as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Devin Vassell.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot of...
I don't think it's that. We're just not giving opportunities. There's a difference.
harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Young is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, the wings, Sharp and Avdia. Klingon is out there with Ayton. And it's Henderson in at the 1. RJ, kind of a lopsided matchup tonight in some regards, but everyone loves an underdog.
Yeah, let's not forget, this is the NBA. Anything can happen, and even lower-ranked teams are elite. We could still have a real contest on our hands tonight.
Now, here's Avdia. After the miss from Trae Young. Henderson outside.
Can you hit that?
Nailed
Okay.
from three-point land.
Now, part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Damn, he's cooking us.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Sharp. Over to the left wing. Zohan. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Henderson against Young. Here's Sharp. Rebounded by Castle. Young taking his time here. Tries the spin move. Spins to the rack. Outside for Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Much more comfortable from deep. Vassell finding that stroke.
Now, here's Sharp. Back to Henderson. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Young inside. Henderson defending.
Yeah.
Young, no good.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Henderson kicks to Avdia. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Sharp, that's good.
Great at creating shots. Sharp did it there with that catch and shoot.
Wembanyama, a screen on Henderson. Young finds Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And so Young will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They traveled to Portland last time they faced the Trailblazers and came away with the win.
At the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
That was the key factor, and it has to have a carryover effect. You get in a team's head when you cause them to make that many mistakes.
In transition, here come the Spurs. Here's Vassell, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Let's go. Devin Vassell has
got
5.
now.
Credit to Vassell for staying active.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
It's party time, Portland. Here are your Blazers breaker, David Cruz.
As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. Take a look at the Spurs. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Portland, they're much further down in the standings right now.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Now, here's Sharp. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Klingon the screen for Henderson. He takes it in, drops it in
Nice.
from 11 feet. Henderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game. Ooh, he's gone 1-4 to start the game. Looking to step it up.
Pass to Klingon. To the middle. Here's Sharp. And then Sharp with the dunk.
We've heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Now, here is Young. 20 points for him last game against Golden State.
And how about the vision he displayed? Great job getting others involved and piling up the assist.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Pass to Sharp. Young against Henderson. Shot clock at 6. And a
That brother
pick
cooked
bounce
me,
off the
dude.
rim, but it sinks right in. Henderson's got 7 points in the game. Young outside. Wembenyama sets a screen for Young. Cranes the three-pointer.
And most of the time, you expect Young's 3-ball to fall. That's just how good he is.
Ayton a screen on Young. Here's Henderson. San Antonio with the rebound. From the baseline. Castle misses.
Brother.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Sharp.
And a chance here to check out some stats for Abdia. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. 9th in shooting percentage, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Trailblazers trail by 5. Henderson outside. Pass to Ayton. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Oh, those are
We've
rebounds.
seen some terrific offensive basketball over the last month. A lot of it thanks to the assist numbers put up by these point guards during that time. Number 5 is Trae Young.
And these are the best passers in the NBA. No question about it. Every one of them is willing and able to be the floor general out there and make sure the offense is running at full speed.
It's fun to watch these guys in action. Their creativity, the vision they have, it's point guard play at its best.
Hey, Greg, what about Jeremy Grant? He's had about every role you can imagine on any team he's played.
Vassell has 8 points. This might be the Devin Vassell game, I'll tell you that much. Fuck, it's gonna have to be good.
Wembenyama, a screen. Here's Castle. And they call the foul,
Whew.
so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
If I had someone setting picks like that for me, my game probably wouldn't have changed, but maybe I would have played a few more years.
Here we are, Richard, coming down the final stretch here, and a lot left to play for. If your team is on the cusp, man, you are holding on tight.
This is the stretch where you can make or break your season. Some teams find a gear that carries them from here to a championship. Others, they come up a little short, trying just a little too hard.
The perimeter pairing will be Simons next to Avdia. Williams is out there with DeAndre Ayton, and it's Henderson in at the guard position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And I love the footwork Ayton possesses. It's what makes him so dangerous close to the rim.
James Harden, he's checked in for the Spurs. Ayton hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Harden outside, beyond the arc.
Ah.
Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 8. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, you certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, DA. Thank you so much.
Not afraid to throw his big body around. Ayton good at keeping plays going.
Harden to pass to Wembanyama. Love the confidence from Wembanyama.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Henderson against Holiday. Henderson, no good.
How about that hard-nosed D in the paint right there? Nice job.
Yeah, he's got great position, and it makes it a really tough shot, even from such close range.
Avdia on the wing. Defended by Thibault. 6 to shoot. Here's Henderson. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Thibault for 3.
Ah.
Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And stolen by Thibault. And here's the break. Pushing it up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Harden outside. Second chance shot. And he lays it up and in. Harden's got the lead up to 10 now for San Antonio.
Scans the floor, runs the picks. Harden executes nicely.
Right side, Simon. They get the rebound. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And again, it's the Trailblazers missing. San Antonio leading by 10. It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Sohan. Back to Harden. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So for the Trailblazers, playing in, he's checked in for Williams. And Shaedon Sharpe subbed in for Anthony Simons. And San Antonio also making a switch. Elton's checked in. Sharpe with it. To the paint to end the cold streak. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
The enthusiasm they've brought to their defense so far is something else. Going after shooters and really hustling to get their hands on shots.
And yeah, how about this team also following up their shots? Getting those offensive boards, also a key for their success.
Avdia kicks to Ayton. Henderson, no one around him. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Sharp against Melton. A 3-ball. It's hauled in
Yeah,
by the Trailblazers. Klingen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Jacks up a 3. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Harden inside the 3-point line. That one wide left.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, you know, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
It's Klingen, top of the key. We've got 1:08 left in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Henderson for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harden outside. Sohan with the screen. And James Harden with the 3. Harden's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Sharp the pass to Henderson. 32 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
Harden left side. Wembanyama, a screen on Henderson. Count it. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Harden looking it over. Got it off in time. Oh, he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
How about that? Just a perfect finish to the half.
Let's go,
as they
dude.
tack on another 3 to their lead.
And so we wrap up the first half. It's San
Let's
Antonio
go.
up by 12. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court.
Oh, please make it, dude. Haven't seen one make it yet.
They're thinking about the shot.
Hey, everybody. I got a secret. We're approaching the playoffs, and we are starting the show with a breakdown of the Western Conference standings.
You take a look at Portland. Here in the closing week, they can qualify for the play-in tournament, trying to keep their playoff hopes alive.
The pressure is on, and the margin for error, slim. All right, getting back to this game now, and the sensational play from Victor Wembanyama.
Come on now, Wembanyama has a major impact at both ends, possibly a generational talent. Time will tell, but he's showing it all tonight.
There might be some Lou Alcindor in this kid. You know who I'm talking about? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the length, the toughness. But like you said, we've got to see more.
Thanks for joining us.
22,
now let's
11,
toss it
and
to Kevin
3.
Harlan for the
That's
start of the
insane.
second half.
He also has 2 blocks. That's insane, dude.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
but I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with Young. And it's Vassell.
There we go, Trey.
The small forward. Pass to Klingon. Now Sharp. They double him with Wembanyama. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Hits it from three-point range. Sharp's got 13.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Young against Henderson. Here's the 3. And that's good. Trae Young for 3. Young's got the lead up to 14 now for San Antonio. Sharp, the pass to Ayton. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg
6 of them?
protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Four on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Avdia's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice vision from the youngster. Sharp that time.
Here's Castle. Defended by Sharp. Castle misses. Trailblazers trail by 11. Avdia on the wing. Covered by Vassell. Avdia can't hit. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young finds Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Yeah,
And a monster
Wemby.
game for Wemby. With the matchup issues he creates, I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Henderson. San Antonio with the rebound. Zohan's got 6 rebounds in the game. And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Wembanyama. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Vassell wide open. And he's good on the 3-ball. Vassell's got 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's Sharp. 13 points in the game. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Klingon with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Avdia, the pass to Sharp. Rebounded by the Spurs. It's Young on the wing. Henderson defended. It's deflected. Avdia on the wing. He has 6. From downtown, Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Vassell, no good.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Young. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Henderson. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Young pass to Sohan. Paxton coming off the assist from
Let's
Young.
go.
Young's got assist number
Trey.
5 here tonight.
You know, a stellar floor general. Young has that uncanny ability to find his guys at the right time.
Henderson against Young.
Oh.
Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
San Antonio making a switch here. Waters is checked in. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Young. Play shot by Wembanyama, no good. Trailblazers trail by 14. Sharp the pass to Henderson. A three-pointer is right on target. Henderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% of it so far.
Brown's checked in for San Antonio. And a chance here to check out some stats for James Harden.
His effective field goal percentage, a favorite stat of the analytics crowd, has been on the way down over his past 10 games. His game isn't as well-rounded as it needs to be.
Vassell, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Offensive rebound.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Young outside. Vassell is screen on Henderson. And here's Young from the arc. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for Portland. 9-point game. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Now that's a good example of Henderson's strength and determination.
For Portland, they have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Waters. Again,
missed him.
And here's Portland. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's Sharp. A rebound by the Spurs. Young with the ball. Now Henderson defending. And stolen by Sharp. And now Portland on the break. Here's Klingon. Young with the steal.
Oh my.
Klingon with the steal. Here's Sharp. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Young. In for his 7th make in 14 tries. And taking a quick look here at the hustle.
Jesus. He's got 38. James Harden's got 21 off the bench.
$19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Vassell sets a screen for Harden. Good on the 3. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Trey, leadership is such a key part of that point guard position, so what do you focus on with that?
I'm a big guy and building team chemistry, so any chance I can, go bowling, hang out with these guys, build chemistry, and I think that's where it starts, is off the court. That translates on.
Yeah, you guys look like a tight-knit group right now, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, DA, thanks again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. And now, our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
I need Charles Bassey back, dude. Hey, he's gonna... He was with us beginning of the season. Yeah, anyways. Peace.